Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. May I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody set the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as
Bonjour and Banani, welcome to Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. It is so significant to have a positive mindset, more especially under these circumstances. So this network has the potential to completely revolutionize every aspect of your life and career. My name is Dr. Riel Nkunene, and I'm going to be your host for today. So if you're watching us online, please feel free to put in the chat box where you're watching us from and what you hope to achieve from our podcast. Today, we are surrounded by greatness in the World Wide Web. We have amazing speakers who's going to share some nuggets on how on being purpose-driven. So in Trinidad and Tobago, we have Candice Murray Andrews. And in Johannesburg, Gauteng, South Africa, we have Lizette Falquain. And in Hilton, KwaZulu-Natal, we have Cherry Forsyth. So at this moment, I'm just going to let our speakers to introduce themselves. So you can go ahead, Candice.
Oh, thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. And I'm so blessed and honored to share this space with such an amazing woman. My name is Candice Murray Andrews. I also go as the host for The Most. I'm a teacher, and I'm very passionate about forming good relationships and encouraging persons to use their gift to be monetized so that they can serve the globe with greatness. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, wow. It's such an honor to have you, Candice, and I'm looking forward to hear more of your message. Thank you. You can go ahead, Lizette, and please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm Lizette Falquain. I'm a master life coach, published author. I'm a human lie detector, and I'm also a public speaker. I'm an advocate for authenticity, and I empower women and people alike and individuals outside there in the globe to start embracing who they are, showcase their authenticity to the world, and really step up with confidence.
Oh, wow. Human light detector. I love it. Wow. It's such a great honor to have you, Lizette. And I am really, really looking forward to hear more of your message. And thank you for saying yes. Thank you.
Thanks.
You can go ahead, Sherry, and please introduce yourself. You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Sorry. Hello, everybody. I'm Sherry Forsyth. I've been coaching for many years. I better watch what I say with the fact that Lizette is a human lie detector. I better make sure that what I say is joking. So I believe very firmly in the power of women, not only sort of older, middle-aged women who are stepping into their wisdom, but in fact the power of women generally. And I think that the power comes from within, it comes from without. And my goal is to empower everybody, but very close to my heart, particularly is empowering women.
Oh, wow, Sherry, it's such an honor to have you. And you are just a woman who is full of empowerment and who is ready to empower others. And I love that. Wow, it's an honor to have you on this platform. Thank you for being with us today. So Candice, I have a question for you. If you happen to have your own billboard, I don't know where your billboard is going to be. Is it going to be in the US, in Trinidad and Tobago? What will your billboard say?
My billboard will simply say, speak life. That's what it would say, speak life.
Wow, speak life, because you know what, there is power in our tongue. We speak life and it manifests. Wow, I love it. I love it. How about you, Lizette? Maybe your billboard is already down there. Who knows? What will your billboard say?
It's very simple. It will say, switch on your authenticity.
Wow, switch on your authenticity. You speak life and then you switch on your authenticity. Wow, wow. Those two billboards so far, they're powerful. They're powerful. I don't know about Sherry. What will your billboard say, Sherry? Maybe it's already down there. Who knows? I don't know. What will your billboard say?
Well, the previous two speakers are very tough acts to follow. But my billboard, I think, would say, put love at the center of all you do, always.
Put love at the center of everything that you do, always. Yes, because love covers everything. Wow, wow. I love all the three billboards, really. They are so profound and they come with a powerful meaning. So I believe my billboard will be the fourth billboard driving down the highway, and it's going to say what? The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. And it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming.
For sure.
So we're going to get started. We have Candice Mary Andrews. Candice Mary Andrews, also known as the host with the most. She is a versatile professional, certified in radio broadcasting, public speaking, and event hosting, making waves in the realms of media and entrepreneurship. So as a CEO of a mustard seed production company, Candice blends over 15 years of stage and screen acting experience with creativity and professionalism. She's not just a talented performer, she's also a dedicated theater arts teacher and teaching artist. Her captivating presence has graced stages and screens in the Caribbean, USA, and the UK, just leaving audiences in awe. Candice is on a mission to empower entrepreneurs for increased income, impact, and influence through enhanced visibility. An inspirational force, Candice is also the author of The Stretched Out Life, which is available on Amazon, and shares her wisdom on Instagram at Speak with Candice. She creates safe space for speakers and entrepreneurs to flourish through her spotlight series on Facebook at Candice Purity Andrews. So Candice attributes her success to God and her supportive online and offline communities, living by the motto, one plants, another waters, and all feel its impact. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Candice Mary Andrews.
Wow, thank you so much. And I want to start off by saying it takes a different type of resilience to come face to face with grief. I lost my father when I was just 9 years old, going on 10. And then last year, I lost the man who I thought I was going to marry. This pain helped me to adopt what I like to call a stick-to-itiveness, to rise to greatness. After reading the book, 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do workbook by Amy Morin, I realized that I was indeed building a solid foundation for a better version of myself. Or should I say, a more resilient version of myself. She said that we must confront the most common and crucial patterns that are holding us back. Things like self-pity, giving away our power to others, shying away from change, and of course, focusing on the things we cannot control. Instead, I believe we need to observe the lessons of the past, to rise to the occasion, take risk, and to see failure as feedback. I also believe that we need to review the expectations we put on ourselves and the expectations we put on others, because I believe that they must be realistic and not set us up for disappointment or pain. You must have an unwavering stance in your core belief systems and your guiding principles. I want to share with you that greatness, for me, is on the other side of resilience. It's almost like resilience is the bridge that gets you to greatness. And to get there, we must change our attitudes, our habits. We need to adopt a new philosophy, what I like to call radical reframing. And of course, this is a reframing of our thoughts, of our words, and our lived experiences. So these are 3 ways, I believe, in my humble opinion, that we can move from being resilient to being great. So the first thing I want to share with us is that we need to see trials as training for the next stage and the next season. We need to persevere till the end. One of the greatest books ever written, the Bible, says in Romans 5 verses 3-4, we need to come to the place where we glory in tribulations. Easier said than done, right? Our tribulation produces patience. Secondly, I want us to take a step back and view our challenges as a process of character building. We need to endure challenges. James 1:12 says, blessed is the man or woman that endureth. And finally, I want us to understand that hardships and struggles were not meant to destroy us. Oh no, it was meant to develop us. We need to become resilient. Psalms 34:19 says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but I came by to tell us that deliverance day is near. We must see adversity as a bridge to cross challenges, and of course, challenges as a ladder that we must climb. Greatness is a lifestyle and not a label. It's not just about achieving success. It's about dedicated service of self. Resilience pushed me. Resilience pressed me. Resilience pulled me towards writing this book called The Stretched Out Life. I have learned that the path of greatness is paved with acts of resilience. I want you to know that your resilience can release the next best-selling book, and that book might actually help someone on their journey. Permit me to end with a few of the quotes from my book, The Stretched Out Life. Don't complain, because the pain was meant to stretch you and strengthen you. To be true to the stretch means that you first must be true to the sacrifice. Where there is no stretch, there is no growth. We must endure hardness like good soldiers. God never places us in seasons of storms without supplying us with the strength to endure. The key to greatness is reframing and reflecting. Only then we can develop the muscles of resilience. Change makers are resilient people. Never forget that you are stronger than you think. Reframing takes resilience, and resilience leads to greatness. Why be good when you can be great? You have greatness within you. Embrace the stretch and take the leap from resilience to greatness. I want you to know that I want to serve you. You can find me on Facebook at Candice Purity Andrews or Instagram at Speak with Candice. Let us develop the resilience in you, and the world is waiting on you to solve a problem. I want you to know that the stretch was meant to strengthen you and not to destroy you. Have an amazing rest of the year, and let us continue to be resilient and great.
Wow, Candice, just drop the mic. Just drop the mic. You started saying greatness is on the other side of resilience. But in order for you to get there, you must change your mindset. You must change your attitude and habits, and you'll have to adopt a new philosophy. And I love the way you just ended. The stretch wasn't meant to destroy you, but it was meant to build you. Kind of wow, what a profound message. And you've also mentioned that we should see life's trials as training for the next stage. Just take each and every trial in your life as a training for that greatness. View challenges as the process of character building. Wow, what a profound message. Thank you so much, Candice, for sharing such a profound, much needed message. And I like the way that you've mentioned that we should understand that hardships and struggles are not meant to destroy us, but they are here just to develop us, to develop us. You know, I can keep going on and on. That was such a profound, much needed message around your resilience to greatness. Thank you, Candice. Thank you. So now from the Trinidad and Tobago, we are flying all the way to South Africa in Johannesburg, where we have Lizette Volkwyn. Okay, I think I'm not gonna say this last name. Lizette is a master life coach. She's a published author and a human lie detector. She's on a mission to positively impact hundreds of thousands, confidently stepping up tribe members in less than 2 years. So as an international keynote speaker, she loves presenting all over the world, but South Africa is always her home. After being in the corporate environment for more than 25 years, Lizette ventured into her own practice 12 years ago. She partnered deeply with professionals so they no longer feel they are alone, trapped or stuck and not living their full potential. So Lizette sees her knowledge as an ongoing journey rather than a static destination. The quest to stay ahead of the curve and deliver exceptional results for her clients is a lifestyle that she embraces wholeheartedly. This pursuit of excellence is not only rewarding, but it also allows her to create powerful and meaningful connections with her audience. So Lizette has completed over 30,000 one-on-one coaching hours and with clients in more than 20 countries because her coaching practice has no borders. She's proud of the fact that she has shared the stage with international thought leaders such as Robin Banks, Russell Fox, and Justine Cohen. And Lizette has partnered with celebrities as well as executives, but also have a deep passion for the professional who wants to step up in their career. She is a regular guest on national radio stations, magazines, and international podcasts, helping individuals confidently step up, living a life true to who they really are. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Lizette Volkwyn.
Thank you so much. And I'm so excited to be here this afternoon. I'm talking about a subject that I'm so passionate about, and that is your core value and finding your tribe. Now, we are so many times we are sit down and say, I don't fit in. I'm not good enough. I'm missing out on something. And the biggest challenge what we have with ourselves is to say, what's wrong with me? And the self-doubt and everything happens. But here's the truth. To find my tribe is not to find my brother or my sister or a friend or somebody I think I look alike, but it's rather finding someone who aligns with my core values. And that's the interesting part. We tend to forget about it. But did you know there are over 500 core values? And our core values, we need to find our top 20, which drives us, which makes our decisions for us. How does it work? So who is our tribe? How do we get to our tribe? That's it. I'm going to ask you 3 questions and we're going to discuss it. And I'm going to explain to you, how do we get there? Well, the first question is, who is your tribe? Is it your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, maybe your friend, maybe the place you work at? And the answer is going to be no. And you're going to say, but how do you get that? Well, here's the thing. As we are born with our own personality, we are born just like our thumbprint with our own core values. And just think about it. If I have top 20 core values and the rest of my family members don't have the same core values, that's right, you are the black sheep in the family. Because suddenly what happens is your way of thinking, the way you think and the way you do things just changes. Because every time mom is late and you are timiest, what's going to happen? You're going to lock heads and you're going to think, what's wrong with me? I don't have a tribe. But that's the thing. Your tribe is the people who has the same or similar core values than what you have. Interesting, isn't it? So we're going to start looking, how do I find my core values? How do we get to see, where do I fit in? So first of all, you can go to my website and you can go download the core value list, or you can email me on lizette@lizettevolkman.com for the core value list, and I can send it to you. Then you're going to go through these core values, and that is anything from above and beyond. Fun is a core value. Adventure is a core value. Wealth is a core value. And yeah, you're sitting thinking, no, Lizette, it's just integrity, trust, love, respect. Those are the core values. No, we have fun, we have wealth, we have self-love. And so we continue with these, and we've got considerate, and we've got timelessly. And now we're going to have to talk about, now you have 500. How do I get there? It's very simple. So you have to ask yourself, if I get angry, I know punctuality is one of my core values, because I get furious with myself if I'm late. But at the same time, it evokes an extreme emotion by me if someone else is late. Even if it's not for my appointment, but for somebody else's appointment, I get angry, I get rage with emotion. Now, the moment you can say that, I get emotional for myself, but for someone else as well, if they do it, and then I get annoyed, then that could be a core value. And that's the way you start testing your core value to start putting it together. Now that you know how to find your core value, what is the purpose of my core value, and how do I align my core value with others? It's very simple. You know who irritates you. Think about that work colleague, that family member who really frustrates you. Think about them. And then you look at your core values. And the amazing thing is you will find that most of the time, more than 5 core values are missing in alignment with yours. And then you realize, but they are not my tribe. I am the happiest when people who are aligned with my core values. That's the moment when I feel in peace, in alignment with life, where things are happening the way I see life. And I'm not saying just go find your little tribe and you're going to live a perfect life. But when I have respect as core value, I can respect you, although we don't have the same core values. But I want to invite you to start aligning your life with people with the same core value. Just like the 4 of us today, I can guarantee you we have similar core values because we respect, we want to empower, we are caring, we are energetic, we are dynamic, we are focused. And those are the people, that's why life prospers for us, because we align us with people we feel comfortable with. So my invitation today for you is go and find your tribe so that you can start building your authenticity with confidence and know this is who I am. I'm comfortable because I react according to my core values. I'm true to who I am, and I'm giving you forward what I can do. Now, if you want more information, you can find me it's on the screen, www.lizettevolkman.com. I'm on Insta at Lizette_Volkman. Go find me. Let's connect. And every now and then you'll see I'm on YouTube. There's enough channels for you to go and have a look and get motivated. But today I want to invite you, go embrace your core values. Become true to who you are. Align your life and become purpose-driven, focused with peace within. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Wow, wow, Lizette, you've mentioned that we should align our core values to become purpose-driven in life. So how do we do that? You've mentioned that we should know exactly who we are. We'll have to embrace our core values and we'll have to find our tribe. So how do you find your tribe? As long as those individuals do exactly what you are doing, as long as those individuals are there to hold you accountable, that's your tribe to me. Wow, what a profound, much needed message, Lizette. Honestly, I'm gonna go back and watch the replay after this because both of you so far, you've shared much needed nuggets on this platform. So thank you so much, Lizette, for such a profound message. So now from Gauteng to KwaZulu-Natal, we have Sherry Forsyth. Okay, Sherry Forsyth is a wife, mother, and a grandmother. She lives in Hilton, South Africa, and coaches nationally as well as internationally. She has been coaching for 14 years. Her practice is varied, but she specializes in emotional intelligence and grief coaching. Life has spotted her around a little bit, which has contributed to her growth as a person and as a coach. Sherry has a degree from the University of Stellenbosch and a postgrad diploma in sports psychology. And after she qualified as a coach, she has done many courses to ensure she's as up to date as she can be. Sherry thinks it will be safe for her to say that she is a lifelong learner. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Sherry Forsyth. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Sorry, there we go again. Thank you very much, Dr. Reel, for inviting me to be part of this panel today. It's a real honor to share it with Candace and Lizette and yourself. I hope that the listeners today will find some value. So I'm combining living life on purpose with actually finding out what your life purpose is. And the way to do that is through emotional intelligence, which really, very simply put, is just being smarter with your feelings. And we all have feelings and we have them all the time, but very often we allow those feelings to completely overpower us. And in allowing the feelings to swamp us, we react badly, we overreact, we become defensive, we become angry. And so if we can see our feelings just as data, in other words, get to the place where we can say, what is that feeling actually telling me? And in that, we can then negotiate our way through life much more easily. We don't become so stuck. It's almost like oil is paving our way through life because we are using the data of the emotions to help us map out what we need to do and where we need to go to. And these feelings that we come across, obviously we can have every day. And so living as an emotionally intelligent person will help you very much in the day-to-day living. But where it really makes a difference is when you are faced with a challenge. And we all, being human, we all will be faced with challenges of one kind or another. I myself have been faced with many challenges, and with Candace, I share a grief journey. We lost our younger daughter many years ago, and that put me, in fact, it was a real watershed in my life, before our daughter Kerry died and afterwards. So that started me being able to, I've always been introspective, but suddenly with a huge trauma, you need to become even more introspective and think, so now what is God trying to tell me? This is this massive thing that's happened to us. And what is the message? And how do I need to respond? And we always have a choice. We can either respond into becoming the victimhood, woe is me, life is so tough, or we can be, as Candace and Lizette, we believe in people, we believe in our strength, we believe in our power to be able to rise above the challenges. So with emotional intelligence, what often happens is we build emotional resilience because we know more, we're more aware of what is going on. So I just want to speak a little bit about life purpose, which for me is a very spiritual concept. And it's linked very much with, Lizette was talking about the core values. If we know what our core values are, then the next step above that is to find out what our life purpose is. And I'm going to explain the process to you shortly in a minute. But our core purpose and our values need to be in alignment. And if they are in alignment like this, we are so strong. So the process that we use to find out what your life purpose is, as I said before, it's a very spiritual process. I will always, and so if you're going to do it on your own, find a really comfortable, peaceful place, put on some beautiful music, light some candles, find yourself in a really, really comfortable body position. I always start with breathing, the yogi breathing, meditative breathing, whatever you call it. It's always all the same, that deep breathing, which brings an enormous calm to our soul and to our bodies and to our minds. And when we are in that calm place, then we ask for guidance from God or whoever your spiritual power is to say, please guide my thinking as I try and investigate to discover what my life purpose is. And then I will run through a series of questions, which I'll talk about at the end, a series of questions that help you try and determine what your purpose is. So things like, what are you really passionate about? What can you start doing and 4 hours can disappear and it seems like it's a twinkle of an eye? What really energizes you? What are your strengths? What do you really love to do? So we ask all those questions. And then very often you find the same answers are coming up over and over and over again. And our life purpose doesn't have to be a single purpose. It can be multifaceted. So, for example, you can want to be a really outstanding entrepreneur. You can also want to be a really wonderful, loving mother, wife, grandmother, etc. And let's say you also want to be incredibly creative. So don't limit yourself just to one life purpose. There is no limit. And then the way to do it is, first of all, to work out what you want to be. Then what do you have to do to get there? So it's to be, by doing, and then what that will give you. So, for example, if you want to be a really outstanding entrepreneur, what do you have to do to get there? Get the qualifications, work really hard, join the right companies or form your own, etc. And what will it give you? It will give me the opportunity to empower other people, to employ other people, to grow them, to build them. Okay, so in working out what your life purpose is, it is an absolute cornerstone to your authenticity, to standing in your strength. So if you've ever experienced a situation where you start doing something, you blink your eyes and it's the end of the day, and you haven't been aware of the passage of time, you've just been so totally engrossed in what you're doing, you know, then that is one of the clues to your life purpose. So if you can then live your life in alignment with that life purpose and your values, when the storms of life come, and they will, when they come, you will know that you'll be very strong and able to withstand them, and not only just withstand them, but also to thrive after them. So if you are interested in getting the list of questions, for my life or the whole life purpose session, please feel free to email me at sherryforsyth@gmail.com. You can also find me on also Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube channel, LinkedIn, all under the name Sherry Forsyth. Please feel free to make contact, and I'm very happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow, Sherry, you've mentioned that we should live our life purpose. More especially, you've approached living your life purpose on the emotional intelligence aspect of it. Because really with emotional intelligence, the moment you put yourself in other people's shoes, you're going to be able to lead the team. You're going to be able to experience, like, just imagine what others feel, whatsoever words that you say to them, how are they going to feel? So just put yourself in those individuals' shoes. And I am so sorry for your loss, but I'm glad that you've decided to use your loss as a tool now to kind of help others who are also grieving their losses. So thank you so much, Sherry, for sharing such a profound, much needed message. Thank you. So at this moment, let me check our audience online. Wow. What an audience. Wow. Our audience have been really inspired. I can see Princess Sebe, she's saying such a powerhouse indeed. And I can see Tolani Shachoi, she's saying, yes, challenges are a process of character building. I can see Benoit watching, Annalie watching, Raymond, Gunene watching, and Ranske is saying, Lizette, she's just giving you all the stars, all the love, all the prayers. And Sari Brits is saying, what a powerful message, Candice. I can see Sipot Lamini watching. I can see Mariah. Mariah is saying, align with your core values. And Sari is saying, finding your core values is very important. Thank you, Lizette. And Tela Goodwill is watching. And Sari is saying again, this is a constant learning curve. I can see Lori Jacong watching. Like our audience really have been inspired with all these amazing messages. Thank you so much to our amazing speakers. And to our audience online, if you happen to have any questions to any of the speakers, you have a question for Candice, Lizette, and Sherry, please just drop the questions in the chat box and we're gonna attend to your questions at the end of the podcast. So it's not gonna be a show without me showing up and showing off if I can. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share my bio and then I will come back and speak. So please enjoy. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. Really, my goal as a mentor or as a coach, it's so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to pursue success and drive sustainable. I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights.
Dr. Nampumelelo Rial Kunene is an international human rights policy analyst who consults on policies and procedures related to human rights compliance. She is a highly sought-after, energetic, certified Lace Brown international speaker. This passionate leader holds a PhD with a discipline in leadership and business. Dr. Rial N. Kunene is the author author and host to Rise to Greater Heights, a book and YouTube channel to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. She is also a coach, mentor, and an MC, well known for encouraging many to rise from mediocrity into greatness. Her vision is not only to motivate, but also to empower audiences with a fresh perspective inspiration they require to pursue success and drive sustainable outcomes. In a seriously funny way, Dr. Kunene is an award-winning author, 10 times #1 Amazon and international best-selling author. Her #1 best-selling book, Rise to Greater Heights, has inspired and empowered many to pursue their personal and professional passion to become go-getters. As a trainer, diplomacy protocol officer, and strategist, Rial believes that we are in full control of our choices. Her mission is to meet the needs and transform lives of her clients and her audience. She is also a true advocate for creating new policies that uphold human rights and prevent human rights violations. Dr. Kunene's purpose is to teach everyone about human rights and help organizations understand and promote human rights. Her goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs, then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. This change maker, trailblazer, and revolutionary is pushing boundaries and creating a real change worldwide. Like a phoenix that never accepted defeat and rose from its own ashes, she wants to challenge you to unleash your greatness and rise to greater heights. Dr. Rial N. Kunene wears many hats. As a professional certified sales manager, CEO, certified travel counselor, publisher, medical esthetician, philanthropist, and a commissioner for oaths, following her dreams gave her purpose to see her goals through and understand that she does have everything she needs to reach her full potential. Her everyday message is that your journey to be a better person starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core will make you understand that you are the only one who can accomplish your dreams. Hebrews 11, Psalms 27 and 40 keeps her to rise to greater heights. The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Kings and queens, please join me. Welcome, Dr. Rial N. Kunene.
Oh wow, oh wow, wow. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. Really, as I was listening to your messages, Candice, she mentioned that greatness is on the other side of resilience. But in order for you to get there, you must change your mindset. You must change that attitude and those habits. And then Lizette on the other side, she was like, you know what? Align your core values in order for you to become a purpose-driven individual. So you'll have to know who you are exactly, embrace your core values and find your tribe. And then Sherry on the other side, she was like, she said everything on emotional intelligence. That's just put yourself in those individuals' shoes. Just live your life full of purpose. Follow your purpose, follow your calling. So I'm like, what else is left? I think I'm going to share on following your passion. Just follow your passion as an individual. So you'll have to ask yourself, what's holding you back? What's holding you back from even taking those baby steps in the right direction? What's holding you back? Is it fear? Is it procrastination? Is it distraction? Is it mediocrity? Because I know there are many reasons why people don't reach to their dreams, and you must understand the issues that keep you away from achieving your potential success. So good people, it's good to know what is keeping you away from your dreams, as you can try to change the way you approach them. So what's holding you back? What's holding you back from going confident in the direction of your dreams? Kings and queens, it's so essential to assess your goals' progress, because once you identify the reasons why you're being held back from reaching your goals, then you can try and work on it and improve. The good thing is that you can always conquer the motives if you recognize them. So being here, it shows that you are not willing to settle for that mediocre life. So don't let anyone else stand in the way of your dreams. You really don't have to see the whole staircase in life to get to the top, but you need to take the first step to get to the top. As my mentor always say, that you don't have to be great to get started, but you'll have to get started to become great in life. So get started today by living that purpose-driven life, because many people know what their passion is, but they are being frustrated by the process of trying to kind of turn their passion into profit. Whether you are running your own company, maybe starting that new business, or maybe you're seeking that next promotion in that job, or maybe that offer, you'll have to ask yourself just this question in order for, it's going to help you to increase the financial rewards of doing what you do and what you love. So ask yourself this question: what difference am I passionate about in making in others' lives? What difference am I passionate about in making in others' lives? Notice I didn't ask you, what are you passionate about? Instead, I just want you to determine the purpose of your passion, which is using it to positively impact the whole world. And that type of drive, it usually attracts opportunities that leads to raises, job offers, and new businesses. So in order for you to turn that passion into profit, you must always fulfill a purpose that others need or want. So when you focus on your passion, then try to find a way to allow your passion to impact others. In that way, trust me, you have a winning formula. So it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call that we turn our passion, we turn our purpose into profit, we turn our passion into careers. So I'm going to provide you actually the 8 secrets. It's not going to be secrets anymore, that I've actually used to turn my passion into profit. So if you follow the same system that I've used to build an income generating business, doing what I truly love and what I'm passionate about, and making a real impact out there, trust me, you will be on your way to success. But one thing you'll have to understand is that you cannot give from an empty cup. You cannot give from an empty cup, but you'll have to fill your cup first. Fill your cup first, and then from the overflow, that's when you're going to be able to share with the world, because you can never give from an empty cup. So it's high time you fill that cup first. So being here, it shows that you are ready to fill that cup, and then from the overflow, you're going to share with the world. So I'm going to share with you the 8 ways to go from passion to profit in no time. So if you can please write it down. Point number 1, you'll have to dream big, but start small. Dream big, but start small. Yes, in the early days of launching your business, for example, you are still in the learning stages. So you need to kind of, test the waters first and make sure whatsoever you're going to be doing in that business is going to be scalable. So you are allowed to dream big, but start small. And then point number 2, if you can please write it down, write about your interests. Write about your interest. One of the simplest way to go from doing something that you love to profiting from it is to write about it. So if you can, just write a book, publish a book. I believe all of us here were authors. Just write that book and publish that book, and that book should be selling instead of being kept in those Amazon shelves. It should be selling. So write that book if you can, please. And then point number 3, become an expert speaker. Yes, I've said that, become an expert speaker. So this is another way of turning passion into profit by becoming a public speaker, sharing your message with the world. It doesn't matter if it's a virtual platform or an in-person platform, but become that speaker. And then point number 4, in the interest of time, just create a product, create a community, create a cause if you can. So to turn your passion into profit, you could also create a product. These days, it's easier to even build community than it was before, because you can actually build a virtual platform community. Community building is another way to profit from your passion. So if you can just build that a Facebook group where you're going to have your tribe, the way Lizette mentioned, you're going to have your tribe in there, you're building each other up. And another best way, it's easier now than it was ever before to create a course. So create a course that you're passionate about, that you're going to be able to teach online. There are many different platforms online where you can just publish your course and someone else will be learning from you. And then point number 5, you can become a coach or a consultant. So if you're wondering how to monetize your passion and love being a leader and helping others, consider becoming a coach or a consultant on the subject that you are passionate about. So get that proper training as a coach, get that proper training as a consultant, and start helping individuals out there. And then point number 6, if you can please start making YouTube videos. You can profit from YouTube by just posting those videos. And thanks to the internet now, because turning passion into a profit is a lot easier now than it was like 30 years ago. So if you can just go out there, create your own YouTube channel and start going live, doing lives like this, where individuals will be just watching whatsoever you are providing them. And then point number 7, network, network, and network. I can't say it enough because this is the new currency that we have, believe it or not, but networking, it can be a great way to profit from your interests. So go out there and see what's happening in your community and network with like-minded individuals. And then the last point, you can also host an event. You can also host a webinar, something like this, summit like this, online or in person, host an event. You can also consider hosting an event around whichever topic that you are interested in. So the ball is now in your court. You've learned all the 8 secrets that I've shared with you. So if you want to learn more about how to actually get started as a speaker, as an author, coach, consultant, or as a podcast host, you can visit my website at www.risetogreaterheights.com. And by the way, I offer training in everything that I've mentioned here today. So go out there and check out my work at www.risetogreaterheights.com. As flight attendants always say that put on your oxygen mask first before you go out there and try to help the person who is sitting next to you. Because if you don't, you and the other person that you're trying to help, when that flight goes down, trust me, if you're not wearing that oxygen mask, you're gonna go down. So put on an oxygen mask first to yourself before you go out there and try to save the whole world, because the reality is your journey to be a better person, it doesn't start with your neighbor. It doesn't start with your spouse. It doesn't start with your children, but the reality to be a better person, it starts with you. It starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. So don't ever, ever give up on your heart's desires. You know, just recall this, just in case you can't find your way. You can have the drive within you to become what you really want in life. You know, I am a firm believer of affirmation. So we're going to affirm this. We're going to all affirm this. We're going to affirm this by placing our left hand on our chest, and then we're going to raise our right hand. You're going to place your left hand on your chest, and you're going to raise your right hand, and you're going to say, I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Can you say it one more time as if you have faith in your own powerful voice? And guess what? It will echo throughout the whole universe. Say, I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Yes, just give yourself a round of applause, because you can have the drive within you to become what you really want in life. You can have the drive within you to get where you want to be in the next 6 months. The drive is just inside of you. It's not from the outside, but it's inside of you. You can have that drive within you. You know, it's so funny how my mom and dad gave me this beautiful, beautiful name, Nompumelelo. I know many, when they try to say my name, Nompumelelo, they always butcher my name. But Nompumelelo in my own language, it means mother of all success. So you can see that I am really, really challenged to chase after success. No matter what comes my way, I'll have to chase after success. So if I may ask you, how many of you have dreams and goals that you want to achieve? Let me say maybe in the next 6 months. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. So as a coach or as a mentor, like many of us here, my goal is so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. You know, I so wish you can tell yourself that, you know what, it's high time I go out there and be the change that I want to see in this world. It's high time I go out there and make a difference in my community, make a difference to those who look at you as an inspiration. But in order for you to go out there and be the change and make a difference, you've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry like the hungry lion in the jungle. Really, that hungry lion in the jungle doesn't matter what kind of animal comes his way. It doesn't matter if you're the giant elephant or that small squirrel by the jungle. All that hungry lion sees in front of his face is lunch. And it's so funny though, because even with elephants, when they see a lion, what they do is that they run. It's all about the mindset. Once you believe, you become. They already told themselves that, you know what, I am a lunch to that lion. So each and every time when I see a lion, I'll have to run. I believe that's the lion mindset that we need in order for us to live that purpose-driven life. That's the lion mindset that we need in order for us to be the change. That's the lion mindset that we need in order for us to make a difference in our surroundings, because I believe that we all rise together and we rise by lifting each other up. We are not here to tear anyone down or to step on another person to get to the top, but we rise by lifting each other up. You know, it's so funny. When I was in the 8th grade, I was nicknamed Phoenix. I was nicknamed Phoenix after writing a composition using the idiomatic expression that says, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix, meaning I became successful again. Really, that English teacher, she didn't know that the nickname Phoenix, it resonates with me. And it also aligns with my destiny. So for those of you who don't know the phoenix bird, the phoenix is a Greek mythological bird believed to rise from its own ashes after being buried like hundreds of years ago. This immortal creature acquires new life by rising from the ashes of its own ancestor, which represents our capacity for vision and success. I want to encourage you, if you're watching and listening under my voice today, that when your world comes crashing down, wear your scars to show how a phoenix feels like to die from inside, and trust in your own capability to rise from your own ashes, since the phoenix has to die, burn, experience pain before resurrection from its own ashes. Please write this down in conclusion. Resilience to greatness. Resilience to greatness. And I know you've heard this before, that your setback is your setup for your comeback. Your setback is your setup for your comeback. So if I can be honest with you, I don't know what dreams you've set for the next 6 months. I don't know what goals you have for your own future. But here's one thing I know about you. You are destined for greatness. Inside of you, God has put seeds of excellence. Those seeds are supposed to grow and flourish. But many people have become crippled by their past encounters, and some have stepped over other people to get to the top. But I believe that with God, we are all destined for greatness. We're all destined for greatness as long as we follow his strategy. This is when the growth commences, because discovering your gift and following God's idea, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach your full potential. My everyday inspiration, Mr. Les Brown, he once said, if you had to die today, at this very moment, at this hour, what dreams, what ideas, what visions, what goals, what skills, what talents, and what books will die with you? And the late Dr. Miles Monroe continued saying that the richest place on this planet is the cemetery, because that's where all the goals, all the visions, all the skills, all the talents, and all the ideas have been buried. Honestly, I don't know about you, but with me listening to all these amazing messages, it just gave me sleepless nights. And I remember it very well when I started writing my first book, and Rise to Greater Heights, and I lost the count when I got to 10, because I was like, you know what? It's high time I just rise to greater heights, because I've got everything around me to reach my full potential. So this year, I am also determined to rise to greater heights with many motivated individuals who are maybe ready to start, grow, and scale their businesses within 90 days. Perhaps you're that individual who started writing that book and then you just decided to put it aside because you told yourself that you don't have time to write. Trust me, I am here for you. If you want to write and publish that #1 best-selling book within 90 days, just check my website and book that free consultation call at www.risetogreaterheights.com, because I offer a free, no obligation 30 minutes friendly Zoom consultation call, which will allow me to find out more about the issues that you are experiencing in order for me to see if you are a perfect fit for any of the programs that I offer. So if you're interested in becoming a public speaker, an author, a coach, or maybe that entrepreneur who just want to multiply your income by doing what you love and making a real impact out there, because I just want to empower you. I want to empower you to become highly effective and an inspiring leader with a kind of personalized, measurable, but definitely a scalable program. So go out there on my website, Kings and Queens, and book that free consultation call at www.risetogreaterheights.com. And yes, everything I do in my life, it comes with a guarantee. If it doesn't come with a guarantee, trust me, if whatsoever I offer to you, it doesn't please you, 100% money back guaranteed. So because my ultimate goal is that you feel extremely confident about your purpose. So we'll take it one step at a time, and you are definitely going to transform. So if you give me your why, I will show you the how. So I offer accountability, education, growth, and success. And you might have to ask, why are you doing this? Why now? You know what? I've been there, I've done that, and many of us have been there, done that. And I remember myself 5 years ago, really, I was completely lost in the hustle. I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. I remember I had a ton of ideas, but there was no tried and true strategy to run with it. So it was only when I invested in coaching and created my first premium offer, then things started to change, and I built an income generating business, just doing what I truly love, what I'm passionate about, and making a real impact out there. So now it's your turn to build your wealth, because the power is just inside of you. Go out there, book that call, www.risetogreaterheights.com, because you know what, growing up, I didn't have much in life, because my father decided to have an early departure from this planet Earth. And I thank God that I missed that flight, because I'm still here. I'm still sharing my message. I'm still impacting as many lives as much as I can, because I had everything because of my mama's love. And I love you, love you, love you so much, Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel Ngunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. So at this moment, please feel free to share with the audience your freebies, how they can work out with you, your final thoughts on the subject for today, being purpose-driven. And I'm going to go and check if we have any questions. So Candice, the stage is yours, Queen.
Oh, thank you for sharing such wisdom. And I've been taking notes, so I have these notes. For anybody out there, you're thinking of starting a business, you are already in business, but you believe you need a little more help in the visibility lane, come and drive with me. I will help you through the use of masterclasses, webinars, and online events such as this. I'll be happy to help you with that visibility. So join me on Instagram at Speak with Candice. And if you are a speaker as well, and if you are an author, I want to be able to make space for you as well. So you can join my Spotlight initiative on Facebook. So feel free to message me. And I want you to know that within your resilience is packaged the impact, the influence, and the income that you desire. But you must be willing to embrace the stretch. God bless you real good. And as I make way for the other speakers.
Wow, wow. So good, people, go out there. If you are that individual who is ready to start, grow your business, Candice is the right individual that you can reach out to, reach out to her at, she's available on Instagram at Candice, Speaks with Candice. Yes, Speak with Candice. Reach out to her and see how you can work with her. Thank you, Candice. You can go ahead, Lizette, please, and share with the audience.
Doctor, I'm really humbled to be with so many powerful women sharing this message. And if you are there out there today, everybody's inviting you. We are strong women holding each other's arms up. Why don't you reach out to us? Because all of us can give you that coaching, that ability to get out of that self-doubt, that wondering, am I good enough? We all have the tools to coach you to become authentic yourself, showcase yourself to the world and become and rise together to greater heights. Like Dr. says, the sky's only your point of view. So I want to invite you today. I wrote 3 books. I wrote Finding Me, Your Self-Discovery Adventure. So why don't you email me today with your email address? My email is lizette@lizettefaulkner.com, and I will send you direct an ebook copy free of charge today, so that you can start with no excuses and you can start living and be true to who you are. But go out there, take the action, start growing with everyone who's inviting you and say, don't make an excuse, take action and rise to greater heights. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow, Lizette, definitely our audience is going to reach out to you because they need someone who's just going to hold them accountable in order for them to pursue their core values, in order for them to embrace who they are, in order for them to find their tribe. So if you just need that individual who's just going to hold you accountable for those actions, trust me, go out there and book that call with Lizette. Go out there and email Lizette. Go out there and visit her website. It's already being displayed. It's www.lizettevolkwyn.com. So thank you, Lizette. You can go ahead, Sherry, please, and share with the audience.
So I'm sure that many of you have felt quite alone when you're wanting to start something new and you're doubting yourself and you're thinking, I don't know if I'm really good enough to do this. With the coaches that you have, as well as Dr. Real there, don't hesitate for a single minute. You are far greater than you think you are. And what you have to offer this world is unique and powerful. And that is what we're after, is to build you so that you can build others. So if you are feeling that you need someone in your corner, you need someone that's really going to believe in you and what your capabilities are and how you can go through this whole process, then I encourage you to contact either some of the coaches on the call today or a coach you know, and have that person stand alongside you, believe in you, and make sure that you get to the greatness that you so deserve. And so if you would like to extend the work with me, as I said before, you can contact me via email on sherryforsyth@gmail.com, or go into my website, make contact with me there, or Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel, or LinkedIn. I would actually love to hear from you.
Oh, wow. Kings and queens, go out there. If you're that individual who has those limiting beliefs that I'm not enough, I can't do this, you just need Sherry. You definitely need her. She's going to be able to guide you through and through. And more especially, like, I just love Sherry's emotional intelligence in action, because she's well known for that. Like, she's coaching around that area. So go out there and book that consultation call, visit her website, and definitely reach out to Sherry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. Really, you know, for the fact that you've decided from your busy schedules to spare that 90 minutes to be here with us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network. Your presence here, really, we don't take it for granted. So we are so honored. We are humbled. We are saying thank you for being with us here today. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. And to our audience online, wow, to our audience online, really, if you've been inspired with these amazing speakers, go out there and reach out to all these amazing speakers. We have Candice, who is ready to help you build that business. We have Lizette on the other side, who's going to help you to kind of, unleash your core values. She's going to hold you accountable for your actions. And Sherry, on the other side, she's going to work on your limiting beliefs and design a plan of inspired actions for you in order for you to become the best version of yourself. Deal with those doubts, because yes, you can do it. If all of us here were able to do it, to build our businesses, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can. You can. Although it's not an easy road. Right now you might not see the path, but it doesn't mean that the path is not there. So go out there and reach to all these amazing speakers. And thank you so much to our audience online for joining us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. I hope from all these amazing messages, from all these amazing speakers, you've been inspired, you've been motivated, and you are ready to rise to greater heights. So do join us next week at the same time, same place. Thank you. Merci. Siyabonga.
Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody sweat the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as